Hello and welcome to 7 Sensors Technical Video Series. In this video, we'll walk you through the full setup of the automatic soiling sensor, your smart, reliable partner for monitoring and maintaining clean solar panels. We'll guide you step by step through unboxing, power and data connections, configuration, and site installation. Let's begin. Once your shipment arrives, carefully unpack it indoors. Inside, you'll find one RS-485 to USB converter, clips to fasten the cables, mounting screws, a 4-pin cable for the pump, a 7-pin cable for the soiled reference cell, a similar 7-pin cable, but this one for the clean reference cell, a water tank with a pre-mounted pump, the 7 sensor product catalog, a bracket with the reference cells, a nozzle hose, and the main electronic box. Unless extra accessories were ordered, this is the standard configuration. You'll also find a card attached to the reference cells or inside the box. This card contains a QR code. Scan it to access 7 Sensors digital download page. From there, you can download the user manual, your sensor's Modbus map, and the official calibration certificate. Next, identify your hardware and software version. This information is printed on the label on the front of the electronic box, usually on the bottom left. You'll need these values when downloading the appropriate Modbus map. To download the certificate, enter the serial number and certificate number printed on the label. Your certificate will be instantly available as a PDF. Now, connect the sensor to the power supply. There are 2 types of soiling sensors, the standard model and the daisy chain model. If you have the standard model, keep watching, but skip the section from 338 to 421. If you have the daisy chain model, jump straight to 421. If you have the 220-volt AC model, connect line to terminal 1, ground to terminal 5, neutral to terminal 3. Then secure and reseal the gland. If your unit is the 24-volt DC model, follow the same process, ensuring correct polarity. For the daisy chain model, use the same instructions as for the 220 VAC model for powering the pump, while you need to power the electronic box separately. If the soiling sensor is the first device in the chain, go to minute 336. Connect the black wire to power ground. Connect the white wire to power minus. Connect the brown wire to power plus. Now, turn on the power supply. Or plug the cable into the socket. Now it's time to connect the data wires. But before that, let's unpack the RS485 USB converter. You will find inside the box the RS485 USB converter and the converter extension cable. Connect the soiled reference cell to the electronic box with 7-pin cable. In the same way, connect the clean reference cell to the electronic box with 7-pin cable. Now, wire the data connection using the provided RS485 USB converter. Yellow wire data minus. Green wire data plus. Red or pink wire data ground. Insert the USB converter into your Windows PC. Before launching the configuration tool, check that the USB driver is installed. Open Device Manager. Expand ports, COM and LPT. If the converter isn't listed, update the driver manually using the driver requested from 7-Team. Once the COM port appears, you're ready to continue. Visit www.7sensor.com and go to Download section under Documentation menu. Choose the 3SSMB model, select the correct hardware and software version, and download the configuration tool. The file will arrive zipped. Extract the contents to your computer. Run 7 configuration tool as administrator. Confirm any prompts. This software is safe and verified. If the tool opens in an oversized window, right-click your desktop. Select Display Settings. Under Scale and Layout, choose 100% or 125%. Then relaunch the tool. Now connect using the default Modbus parameters. Device ID 1. Baud rate 9600. Parity none. Click Connect. At this point, you can check irradiance readings with a light source to ensure the sensors are active. Set the current time, date, and time zone based on your project's location. This step is very important, as any incorrect input would lead to wrong calculations of soiling ratio. The system uses a 24-hour clock. Once saved, the fields will turn green, confirming the input was accepted. If the values turn red, check for input errors or contact 7 support. The stable data is by default 20, as it's the recommended value. However, the end user is free to adjust this value to increase or decrease the precision of soiling ratio calculations. You may change device ID, baud rate, parity setting. After entering new values, click Write. If the fields turn green, the settings are saved. Reconnect using the updated Modbus values. The system schedules cleaning based on your time zone. By default, it cleans 1 hour before solar noon calculations begin. In dusty locations, you can add extra cleaning intervals, such as every 8 hours, to keep performance optimal. If you've forgotten the Modbus parameters or aren't sure which sensor is active, simply use the Scan button. The software will search available ports and display any connected devices automatically. If you don't select which range to scan either for ID, baud rate, or parity, it will scan all the parameters. Check the Log to File box in the Configuration tool. This saves readings, like irradiance and temperature, into a .txt file. Files are stored in the same folder as the tool, time-stamped for easy tracking. It's ideal for commissioning, testing, or long-term monitoring. The 7 configuration tool supports remote software updates. When new firmware is available, you can update the sensor remotely using the same interface, without needing to uninstall or return the sensor. Need recalibration? There's no need to send the sensor back to Turkey. 7 sensors are designed to be recalibrated in any qualified PV laboratory worldwide. Simply provide the updated calibration data, and the sensor will operate within the newly certified range. Now that the sensor is fully pre-configured, let's move to physical installation. In this rooftop setup, we've used a custom enclosure to shield the electronic box and water tank from sunlight. Contact 7 if you'd like a similar protective solution. If the site temperature is above 0 degrees Celsius, fill the tank with 100% pure deionized water. If the temperature is below freezing, use a 65% water to 35% antifreeze mixture, with high-quality antifreeze only. Avoid regular tap water or low-grade antifreeze, as they can cause stains on the irradiance sensors, severely affecting measurement accuracy. A standard 18-liter tank supports 6 months of automatic cleaning under default settings. More frequent cleaning will shorten this period. Larger tanks are available upon request. Now, connect the pump hose to the nozzle hose behind the reference cells. Install the reference cell bracket so the cleaned sensor is on the bottom. On tracking systems, make sure this orientation is maintained during cleaning time. Mount the sensors at the same tilt and azimuth as the solar panels. Connect the power cable in the same way showed before. Once installed, all you need to do next is connect the data wires to your data logger or SCADA system, in the same way we connected them to the RS485 USB converter, and then plug in the power. After that, try a manual cleaning cycle to ensure functionality. Your sensor includes a buzzer alarm that sounds when the water level is low. Refill promptly with pure water to avoid damaging the system. For questions, technical support, or custom setups, don't hesitate to contact the 7 Sensor sales team or after-sales service. We're here to help. And that concludes the full setup of your 7 automatic soiling sensor. With proper installation and configuration, you'll reduce performance losses, automate maintenance, and keep your solar assets performing at their peak. Coming soon, our video on the 7 monitoring system, giving you full remote access to all your sensor data wherever you are. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next tutorial.